If you have an idea of what I'm talking about, just a show of hands. Don't.
You
No,
mentioned
I
his
don't
real
want you
name.
to say it. Just a show of hands. Great.
So, ladies
The
and
man
gentlemen,
that we'll be welcoming right about now is Atoyota. Hallelujah Akobo,
Akobome.
popularly known as Alibaba. A round of applause for him, please. Let's keep it going till he gets up.
All right. Please, I think can we do that faster? Because only you can give it to some other people. Let them just, we need to run very fast. I'm sorry for coming late. I was caught up somewhere where people don't understand that you have to leave them if they don't start early. Anyway. So, African economy. There's a reason why you see a lot of Chinese people in Nigeria. There's a reason why you have a lot of Indians in Nigeria. There's a reason why you have a lot of Lebanese in Nigeria. There's a reason why there's DSTV in Nigeria. The kind of market they have here, they don't have it in South Africa. So there's a reason. So what can we do to begin to tap into our economies and the value propositions that are in there? If you already have a copy of this paper, let me see it up. If you already have one. If you don't have, say no. Okay, there are people here. Somebody just walk over to the lady that is sharing them and then collect them, because you need to start writing down some things. Let's jot things down. Are we okay now? I want everyone to have a copy before we then start jotting things down. Are we good? Do we all have, if you all have, I need to just see the papers up. If you all have, all the way to the back, we all have our papers. And even if you are working, I would like you to have a copy and make sure that if somebody fills theirs and you did not have time to fill yours, you can borrow the paper and they'll fill yours out. So I gleaned from, I came late, but I gleaned from what my last speaker said, and some of the things that I met were so true, and I would like you to give her a round of applause, please. So quickly. So we'll begin to pick them one after the other. In any of the boxes, I'd like you to write fashion. In any of the boxes, I prefer that you write them in capital letters so that you don't confuse the things that you wrote. Fashion. The other, write food. In another place, write history. In another box, write literature. In a box, write movies. In a box, write social media. In another box, write music. In a box, write culture. In another box, write agriculture. Another box, write language. In another box, write call centers. Another box, write tourism. In a box, write mountains. Are your boxes full? In a box, write marketing. In another box, write deserts. In a box, write rivers. In a box, write religion. In a box, write management. How many boxes remaining? In that middle box, write African economy. Did you write herbs? Write herbs. In a box, write journalism. Now, let's deal. You see everything that you have written there, everything that you have written there, there is no reason any African country should be broke. There's no reason at all, with all of the things you've written there, there's no reason any African country should be broke. So let's do food. A program called MasterChef Australia. MasterChef makes, you can Google it, MasterChef Australia makes over $350 million year in, year out from the program, one program that they shoot. And they then make a lot more money from syndication of that same program. The West does not even have half the food that Africa has. Half the food that Africa has. In Nigeria, we have coconut rice, palm oil rice, jollof rice, concussion rice, just name it. There's a father. So you see, sometimes it's the presentation of this food that makes it big. Those of you who are at the back there, I see some seats here. If they're not filled, if you can move forward if you want to, it's fine. There's some empty seats here. For fashion, I remember when Kule Afolayan had his movie premiere in France, in Paris. And he flew us to Paris. All of them were wearing tuxedos, agbada, and the rest of them. Fine. I tied my wrapper like an Roboman. And I had, you know, the Roboman, you have this extra that shows that you come from a long lineage. And I was taking so much pictures with a lot of people. People were asking me, are you a royal? I said, yes, but if I kill like 3, 4, 5 people, it will be my turn. Why? And the day we were leaving the hotel to go to the venue, one guy was telling me, and he mentioned it. He said, now, Ali, in Paris, why are you? I said, don't worry. When we got there, they were asking me to take pictures and they were doing interviews and telling me to tell them the name of everything that I was wearing. When the interviews finished and we were about getting into the car, the guy said, you got it right. Some of them even asked for my numbers and asked that every time I wear this outfit and I take pictures, I should send to them. You see, what happens with us as Africans is that we trivialize the things that matter to us. We do not give credence to the things that matter to us. We don't give credit to the things that matter to us. There's a guy called Jimmy Sholanke. He's dead now. So Jimmy Sholanke said during Festac 77, the movie you watch now called The Lion King, he told the story to somebody. But you see, we have so much folklore that people are not digging into and maximizing the opportunities that are therein. Africa is still lying fallow. Let me give you another example. So now, sports is another thing. What happened to a lot of the sports that we take part in? There's a sport in the UK. It has a league. You know what the sport is? I'll show you. As simple as it is. They hold one thing. Like this. And the person goes,